I'm going to show you how to do an RGB story light ceiling. Here's the before of my room. Literally giving a complete makeover. Let's look at my Pinterest inspo. So I really wanted to do some clouds, and I wanted it to look like it had like this halo effect around it. But then I really wanted stars. So then I was like, ooh, I gotta figure that out. So I went to Home Depot, got extra sheetrock, and this is gonna create that ceiling. So now we're pre-plastering the sheetrock for the ceiling. We're looking at the blue lines is where the joist sits. So basically all the screws are gonna go into the joist, so the ceiling doesn't fall on you. So the real ceiling is right behind it, and a full ceiling is gonna be under it, so the wires could hide in the middle. The fiber optic cable, everything is going to be linked in my Amazon storefront down below. The purpose of these rectangles is to create a space in between the wires and to guide the wires so it's not all over the place. So my fiber optic cable set came with 1,800 wires, and it's with the meteors because I wanted that shooting star effect. But literally now I have to sit here and drill holes one by one, 1,800 times. So I'm just gonna speed up this part because this part took me forever. I'm like throwing in one string one at a time, one by one by one. And then I like separated it into pieces, right? So each piece is gonna have some wires in it. And the really hard part is to actually get all the wires to go in one direction towards my closet so it could go to a power source towards the roof area. I literally sat there all night putting in wires and wires and wires. Then the next day, do more wires and more wires and more wires as we got one part up. And the trick is to literally do them and not make it tangled. Like you have to braid it as you go along. That's why I didn't do the first time around. So literally had to take them all out, redo it again, all out, redo it again. So now it's looking a little bit better, but you do want to keep everything taped up, or else you'll have wires everywhere and it's going to be really hard for it to direct going one area towards the power source because it's going to snap. I'm using liquid glue, silicone, which is that gray stuff that you're going to see behind each wire, but you have to let it sit to dry. This little sheetrock machine was so handy dandy. I was able to put as much wire. So literally after work, I just came and just added more wires. And wherever the meteors were, we literally labeled it. Some of them got lost in the sauce. It was a huge project. So if you look at where these are, right, we had to create a grid, right? So a lot of these holes are looking for the studs of the house, looking for the joists. So literally we have this being screwed into this part, and this is I would say trying this for the first time, a thing that I would have done different is if you get the one with the meteors, probably line them all up, light them up while doing the project, because that's a big thing, and don't cut these too short. Over here, you just unscrew it with the little screw support. You just unscrew it, and then you could just replace the whole box if it doesn't work, because these curing glue, you're gonna put like 8 strands in each one of them, and it's supposed to go in a sequence. So it's 12 and it's supposed to light up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of like that in a row. If you look at this is a lot skinnier. It came with a pack of like 12 in there, and we were able to get like an adjuster to adjust it in there to hold it. Yeah, I do should speak. If I light it up right here, and this is it lit up. like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But later on, we finessed and we was able to get even more wires in there, and it looked really, really cool. Y'all, take a look at this. Beautiful, right? This literally reminds me of the Tree of Life in the Avatar. I felt like I was in the Avatar, just literally walking through all these little lights that have to be cut, but I just loved how it looks. I had to show you guys. I was like, whoa, this is so cute. They literally got all the sheetrock up while I was at work. I came back and saw all of this. Like, my job was to cut all of these wires that I'm looking at. So now, here's how the wires are. The meteors are still there in different corners. But a mistake I did make was cut some of it too short, because it needed another layer of plaster, which had to make it look seamless, right? So I cut them all super flush because I thought it was supposed to be super flush like that, but I was supposed to actually leave some length in between, which I didn't do. So literally my dad fixed everything, and now we're up to the painting part. So I'm just painting this, like priming it with just some flat white, regular ceiling paint, nothing too crazy. Let's go to Home Depot. Let's get some paint in the paint section. It's like my favorite part. So I want my ceiling to be blue. So I was looking for a cute sky blue, and I thought this would be super cute. It came out a lot darker than I thought, but it was still cute. And he also added the wood framing, and my recessed lights are gonna go right in the middle. So he's just drilling the hole where the recessed lights will go. He literally closed everything up. That's what the whole wood framing was. He also put the crown molding up for me. I just really love this part. It's just so soothing to watch. And it's been a pleasure just watching him skim coat and learning how to skim coat and the proper tools to skim coat walls. That was gorgeous. But it literally, this is how it looks now. Gorgeous. It works with your phone. And keep watching. I'm going to show you something else that it works with. And that's all the crown molding. And it's just some regular crown molding that we got at Home Depot. And all of the wires are in that corner right there. That's why I told you, make sure all your lines is not tangled, so it could all go towards one power source. I also got the switch on Amazon too. It's going to be in my Amazon storefront if you guys want to get it. And this controls the light. This was the smartest idea. My dad came up with this. I was like, what? A controller to control the lights? That's amazing. So now I'm literally at Benjamin Moore, and I got this advanced paint. Why is it $80 per gallon? I don't know. But it's beautiful, glossy, high gloss finish. And then I wanted to have a frame around it because it looked a little raw to me. Now I'm painting some clouds into the ceiling. I really want to get this faded cloud look, but I want it to look realistic and I don't want it to look too cartoony, so I am starting off with some white. I got really discouraged with the clouds, so I literally just started to add some gold trim around my crown molding. I was standing on something like this, was so tedious to do, but it definitely came out super fire. So finally, this is an entire different day, but I came back to the clouds and I wanted to do like a light wash cloud. So I used a lot of water and some hot pink and white. I just been mixing a bunch of random colors together. Mainly I wanted to look like sunset clouds, so I did a lot of pink, a lot of white, some yellow hues in there. So I first started off with the pink. Then I touched in some yellow. And you see how realistic that's looking already? What? I was definitely inspired by Mural Joe. to looking at all his murals and his sunset clouds. I was like, whoa, this is so nice. Mural Joe, like looking at his beautiful murals, that's literally what like inspired me to do this. But this is the first time I've ever done like a ceiling mural like that, and I just kept just going. But you can see it's coming together already, so I'm gonna just let you guys watch. So I did try to add some depth into the cloud because I didn't want it to just look like just pink or just white or just yellow. So I did touch in some blue hues to add a little bit shadow to the clouds. A part of me felt like I did add a little too much blue, so I am trying to tone it down a little bit. I still remember the goal, but I still wanted the blue to kind of show up through it, but not overpower the color. So I'm trying to blend it. And now it's looking seamless. I like how it came out. It's gorgeous. I can't wait for y'all to see the after, because the after is so cute. So definitely watch to the end. If you're still watching, comment a cloud emoji if they have that, or a sun. So right here, I did add in some yellow because I wanted to make it look like a sunset type of cloud, but more like a dayish sunset. I didn't want it to look too dark, so I did add some yellows and pinks and whites and some blue touch-ups in there. And I did just mix it up, and some of it came out purple. And if you look at it up close, it looks super cute. Even as it's dry, it just looks like the most faded, fluffiest clouds. Like cotton candy clouds. That's literally the effect that I was going for, and it came out. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this. You see that faded cloud look that I wanted? I didn't want wallpaper. I wanted it to look realistic, and I also wanted to use a touch of me inside the room. And you could change the colors, any color you want. This is beautiful. It came out way better than I imagined. It looks like all one seamless design. Very functional. And at night, it looks like you're looking up at the stars at a galaxy. It's so cute. I love it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Comment down below how you think this project went. Would you try it? And any questions, leave them down below. And I'll see you in my next part of the series. Bye.